Hey everyone, how y'all doing? So today, I thought we'd do an overview on this Kershaw Culpepper. I just got this 4 or 5 days ago. I've been carrying it ever since I got it. And if you watch my videos, you know I had the traveling knife, the Culpepper traveling knife with a red bone handle, and I absolutely fell in love with it. I always wanted a Culpepper, but I decided to get this copper one. That really interested me, and tell you right now, I'm not sorry I bought this. I'm digging it. But yeah, let's look at the box real fast. Standard Kershaw box, black and red. There's the model number right there, 4383TCU Culpeper, and yeah, put that aside. So I opted for this copper one. Thought it looked really cool, and let me tell you, it is pretty cool. This is a Smoky Mountain Knife Works exclusive. It's the only place you can get it. This is the traditional slip joint. No lock or anything. They do have another version of this, exactly the same looks, same design, but it's a double detent, so there's like a detent ball down here in a closed position to keep it closed, and a detent ball at the top when it's open, so it doesn't close that easy. I don't believe it has a back spring. I think it's the detent on both ends of the pivot, of the open and close. So there's that. That'd be kind of interesting. I would not mind checking that one out. But yeah, Smoky Mountain exclusive right now. It's on sale for $29.99. Originally, it says it was $53.95, and $53 for this. I don't think it's that bad, but for $30, I think this is a heck of a deal. Now, go over the specs a little bit. Let's open it up and just take a quick look at it. It has mirror polished finish on the blade, so it is a fingerprint magnet. Very nice. Just check that out. Nice clip point blade. Now the blade is D2 steel, so that's cool. The other models are like 7CR something. I think most of the exclusive models they came out with were different dealers. Probably all had D2. I know the red bone one had D2 steel also, but the blade is 3.25, 3¼ inches from the top of the bolster to the tip. Get about a 3-inch cutting edge. It's a tall, almost, I guess it's a full flat grind. Got a swedge over here. A medium swedge, not too wide or too narrow, too shallow. Nice swedge on it. Got a long nail nick right here, nail pole, which you can get good. It has a good lip so you can get your nail under it. But they got it on both sides. I complain about the double nail nicks on some knives where they have a long pole and a nail nick on the same side. I just do not like the looks of that, but the way they did it on the Culpeper here, I dig it. Because if you're left-handed, you pull it out, you got a nail nick here. You don't have to dig behind it. So that's pretty cool. I like that a lot. Now this has jimping on it. I find it kind of odd having jimping on a slip joint because you're going to be pressing down on it and be easier to close up. But not bad jimping. Bites in pretty good. This jimping's actually better than the jimping that was on the red bone traveling knife. So that's different. Blade markings, if I can not get such a glare. Kershaw right here. On the back, you got the model number, just like Kershaw is known to do, 4383 TCU Kai, KAI, and China down here on the tag, and D2 right there in the corner of the blade. So I like the blade shape. I just dig this clip point. I like how it's a high point here, and it kind of curves up a little bit and comes straight down to the point. The edge grind from the factory, absolutely sharp, no doubt about it. The grind itself isn't too bad. It's pretty even the whole length and pretty much side to side. Now they did get down into the plunge grind a little bit. Got a little smile started on both sides, but that's okay. There's not much you can do when the plunge grind is way out here and the end of the blade's back here into the plunge grind. But that's that. Nice blade though, nice. Go on to the handle. Obviously it's copper and it's solid copper slabs for the scales. There's no liners. It's pretty thick material. Obviously very solid. And this was a lot shinier when I first got it. It's already taken on little patina. It's darkening up just a little bit. I got a couple of scratches on the bolster here already. And this side also, but yeah, this is the user. I'm using it. Like I said, I've been carrying it for 4 or 5 days now. I've used it to cut everything I've needed to cut. But check out the pattern. I like that. Although it kind of, I don't know why, it reminds me of a Nutty Buddy bar. And it probably will if the darker, more patina picks up. And, you know, eventually, knives like this, like my Bucks, with the brass bolsters and stuff, after a while I end up polishing them. So I don't know how you polish the low parts here. Maybe just the top and leave those dark, but that'll be something to worry about later on. I like the texturing. It actually gives good grip to it. It's not as smooth, you know. If they had no texturing, it was just like the bolster, it'd be pretty slick in hand. But this, I feel like I get a good purchase on it, good grip. I haven't gotten it wet or my hands wet to try it yet. I'm sure my hand, you get your hands wet, it's going to be kind of slick, kind of slippery. But yeah, just awesome copper scales on this. Handle is 4 1/8 inches long. It's literally overall length and everything is the size of a standard trapper. This is a Barlow style design, and yeah, I really dig it. Now I measured the thicknesses, which I did not. Yeah, I did write down. So it's not a real thick knife. It's pretty thin. Down here on the bolster, it's 0.39 inches. Way up here on the very end, it's 0.4 inches. It's 4 1/8 inch long. So I wear extra large size gloves. I get a full 4-finger grip on this. Really easy to hold like this to do draw cuts. What else about the handle? It has a lanyard hole, which is sizable. You could definitely fit 550 paracord through there. I just put this little leather lanyard on there, which just came untied, to help me pull it out of a pouch. I'm keeping it in right now. I'll have to put that back on. I just put that on probably 10 minutes ago. Yeah, now it's got body screws, probably T6s for body screws. but it has a pinned pivot. So I'm not sure exactly what the purpose of the body screws are. I don't think you can get it apart. Maybe you can. Maybe that's captured in there. Maybe it's actual, not a pinned over pin, because I don't see anything, and it's probably stainless steel pin. So someday I'll attempt to take this apart. Has a stop pin down there, which I believe goes right into that sharpening choil. So that's pretty interesting. Instead of the kick hitting any place, because if you look at the kick, it's pretty in line with the edge right there. So I believe either that pin hits that kick or it goes into that sharpening choil. I'm not positive. Like I said, now I'm interested. I may have to try to take this apart, see how it is pinned. I was just assuming it's pinned like any other traditional knife, but it might not be. It might be a pin that's, goes into this scale and this scale, and it'll come apart. Remains to be seen. But anyways, this thing has nice snap, nice pull. I'd give the pull probably, I don't know, 5. It's no half stops. It's nice and smooth. I have not flushed the pivot out or oiled it. Nice and smooth. Snaps shut nicely. Snaps open nicely. And yeah, nice walk and talk. What else about the handle? I can't think of anything else. It's pretty hefty. It weighs 4.5 ounces. So, you have a knife in your hands. It feels good. It's not too heavy at all. It feels very substantial in hand. And 4.5 ounces or 128 grams is what it weighs. That's, like I said, it's got some weight, but does not feel bad in hand. Now, fit and finish on this thing is just spot on. I mean, the copper scales here, nice and chamfered all the way around. No sharp edges around the outside of them. Inside, the inside edge here, although they're not really chamfered, but they're not sharp. This one looks like it's got a little roundness to it, but there's no sharp edges on the inside. Nothing's grabbing my finger. So, very nice feeling. Nice and smooth. Even all this texturing here. The top, top of it's nice and smooth, but it does add grip, so that's excellent. Back spring here, absolutely no gaps. At first, when I unboxed it, I thought there was a gap up here. There's not. I opened the blade up. I've held it up to the light over and over, trying to see if I'm getting any light through there, and absolutely none. So very nice. Blade centering. Oh man, it's so close to being dead center. I just touched it and moved it a little bit, but like that's off just a hair. I mean, it's hard to even tell. So centering is excellent. Even the lanyard hole is kind of chamfered, countersunk in there. So it looks like there's no sharp edges to damage your lanyard. If you can tie a knot to keep it on, like I cannot do. Nice and smooth on the back. No stepping. That is perfectly smooth. This is really nice for 30 bucks. I'm really digging it. So let me look at my notes. Think I got everything on fit and finish. My conclusion, if you cannot tell, this is a pretty nice knife. I really dig it. I just love copper. I love how it patinas, how it looks. I like it when it's nice and shiny also. The blade shape. I really like the blade shape on the Culpeper. It's clip point. I got quite a few clip points, but not really my favorite blade shape, but I like this one. Like I was saying, I like how it's tall, has a tall clip or a tall point, goes straight down to the tip, but the back side of it kind of has a slope to it. So I really like that. It is sharp right out of the box. Has a good point, tip on it. Not super dainty tip, but pretty fine tip on it. Blade thickness, I don't know what the blade thickness is. Let's check out the blade thickness. So come back here, 0.10, so pretty thin, and obviously it'll get thinner as it gets towards the edge, or the end, tip. All the way down to 0.02. It's no bend or anything in the tip here, which is nice. I've had some knives where it starts to get thinner. It kind of starts to kick off to the side, either side. But yeah, what else can I say? I've been carrying this. I'm liking this a lot. It is on the heavier side, but like I said, in hand, it feels really good while you're using it, no matter how you're holding it. Obviously, it is handle heavy. I mean, the balancing point is, can't even find it. Way back here. Way back, middle of the handle. But it feels good. It feels good to use in hand. And yeah, guess that'll do it for this. Just an overview. So far, I am digging it. And if you've been on the fence about getting a Culpeper like I was for so long, definitely go pick one up. It doesn't matter what model. Copper, bone, G10. The G10s I think are 7CR, so there's that. But yeah, if you've been on the fence about getting a Culpeper, a modern slip joint, I recommend it. Might not be for everyone, but I am liking it, and I'll have to tie that better. And I guess that'll do it for this video. Do the usual like, comment, subscribe if you haven't. And until next video, bye.